So the bronze bomber Deontay Wilder is returning to the ring on June 27th in Kansas against the very dangerous, very much avoided, world-renowned Tyrrell Herndon.
Who the fuck is that guy? Who the fuck is that?
How the mighty have fallen, eh? Deontay Wilder, whatever happened to him, man? Just such a shame, really, because I know he's an absolute bellend. But to be fair, in and out the ring, you can't help but say that he has been good for boxing in the sense that he knew how to sell a fight in the ring, exciting to watch, whether he knocked out his opponent, whether he got knocked out. He obviously got massively exposed against Fury. He got a gift draw in their first fight, but that was more just Fury outboxing Wilder rather than hurting him too much. But then in their second fight, he got absolutely battered. The corner should have stopped it earlier. The audacity of Wilder to say that the corner stopped it too early was just unbelievable. And then in their third fight, Fury battered him really. I know Wilder dropped Fury twice, but I mean, Wilder was like a man possessed. He was not going to be denied until he got knocked out, and that's exactly what happened in round 11. And then he was just never going to be the same after that. He did come back with a first-round knockout against Robert Helenius, but Helenius was never that good and also over the hill. And there was worrying signs for Wilder even after that. In the press conference, he was worried about Helenius. He was in tears, and that was never the old Wilder. The old Wilder was a cold-blooded killer. And I know he got a lot of stick for coming out and saying that he wanted a body on his record, but that mentality got him to where it got him to with his WBC title, 10 successful defenses. I know the opposition was pretty poor, but at the same time, given how limited Wilder's ability was, that made his power even more impressive for me. I mean, the amount of times he was getting outboxed against limited fighters, really, like Artur Spilka was giving him absolute fits, and then he obviously ironed him out, and that was a real vicious knockout. So he relied on that probably too much, but at the same time, it was working for him. And then when he got exposed against Fury, it was clear to see that he couldn't box on the back foot. And now he's just completely run out of ideas. But what I don't understand with Wilder is, it's now at the point where he doesn't even let his right hand go. And that must just be a confidence thing, because the only way he was ever going to beat Parker or Zhang is by knocking them out. Parker was always going to be the better boxer, and so was Zhang. I also don't think that this ayahuasca psychedelic drug thing he's done has helped him either. I don't know a great deal about it. I'm more of a pink cocaine man myself, but I do know that most people who do this psychedelic drug, it does turn them into a much more chilled kind of person. And that would make sense with Wilder because he does seem a lot more chilled now. I think it's also an age thing. He is 39. He's 40 in October. So I think it's a combination of things with Wilder. I think him stepping up in competition is obviously massively exposed him as well. But yeah, this Tyrrell Herndon is absolutely useless. I mean, he's a club fighter at best. He's got 5 losses. He's been stopped 4 times and DQ'd once. He actually got KO'd in the first round against F.A. Jagba. So Wilder will take care of him, and I'm sure he'll knock him out in 1 round. I'd be amazed if this reached the 2nd round, but ultimately it proves nothing. I suppose the only thing it could do is give Wilder his confidence back, but the minute he steps up, he probably will lose. But to be fair to him, I'm excited to see him back again. He does excite me, Wilder, when I watch him in the ring. But hopefully this is the last gimme fight we see of Wilder, and then only big fights from now, because for me personally, I have no problem with watching any of these fighters who are clearly past their best fight each other. Wilder against AJ, Wilder against Dillian Whyte. No problem with any of those fights. Even Joe Joyce against Wilder. I know a lot of people wouldn't like that for Joyce, but if Joyce comes through against Hrgovic, I would have absolutely no problem with Joyce against Wilder. Again, 2 fighters who are clearly past their best, both in their late 30s, both actually 39. So fights like that are well matched and that are evenly matched, again, I have absolutely no problem with. I just don't want to see Joyce or Wilder in there with the Moses Atuma, someone who's young, hungry, dangerous, and full of ambition. I think that's when there's a problem. So let's see what happens with Wilder. I would love to see the AJ fight, but Wilder has came out and said that he won't fight AJ this year, but next year. Cheers for that, Deontay. I mean, we can't even get AJ Wilder on in 2025 when Wilder has lost 4 out of his last 5 and AJ's just been knocked spark out at Wembley. So it is such a travesty that we never got to see AJ and Wilder get it on. I mean, in 2018, you had AJ with 3 out of the 4 belts, Wilder with the other 1. Both were unbeaten. it would have been an unbelievable fight. I mean, they could have had a trilogy. But as always, boxing had to shit all over itself, and that's another unbelievable fight that we got robbed of. So maybe we'll get to see AJ Wilder in 10 years' time, fingers crossed. But yeah, let me know your thoughts as always, guys. Wilder is back in June. I'm happy to see him back. I know a lot of people are bored of him now, but if he can get his mojo back, he is an exciting addition to the heavyweight division. I mean, I do think he is done, but get this one out the way, and then hopefully it's a massive fight after that. Subscribe if you're new, guys. Enjoy the boxing at the weekend, and I will see you all on the next one.